Who do we got today? We got ourselves team 1 with, we got ourselves, what's the name? Invis with M6 as more of that Arms Warrior. Looks like Arms Warrior. With first up, it's going to be Kajux. In the back of the team, we got us Jan Dova as a Warlock, and yeah, boy, Athaman still sticking to the Venthyr guns. On the other team, we got ourselves Try to Kite Me. We got ourselves Titanos. Up first versus. Wait, what is going on? Wait, what? Boomy? Wait, it looks like yours is gonna be first up. Your guess? Is that the name? Your guess? We'll call him Ur though. Versus Kajux. Kajux getting opened up on by a Boomkin while another fellow is sitting there. In the back, we also got ourselves Christina, and we got ourselves, who was that other guy? Got ourselves Unstoppable. So is that 2 Pharaohs on a team? Yeah. Titanos, where was Titanos? Okay, Titanos in the back. Be out of stealth be out of cat form unless you're dueling, boys. Be out of stealth and out of cat form unless you're dueling if you're a Pharaoh, please. That's the only one little rule that we have for the Pharaoh Druid. It's going to be your. Try to even go, just casting spells in front of Kajux. Looks like actually he's missing where the Paladin is. The Paladin is so fast, he's actually able to run circles around this poor man, hitting him with a final verdict. Seraphim ready. I don't know if Ur has an answer here. It looks like Ur didn't come in prepared. What is that mock, by the way? What looks like a bunch of random pieces slapped together. I wonder if he's brand new to PvP. Literally got max level. He's like, all right, fresh new level 60, ready to duel. Gonna be Titanos up next. Titanios? Titan. I'll call him Titan. Close enough, right? Kajux getting hit in a vortex, but a bash comes out. It's gonna go for a convoke, go for rest, while a cat for convoke. Oh no! Titan's convoke just went into full boomy affinity just now. That was super unfortunate. Man, so many wraths. He's literally a wrath kitty now. He's boomkin now, boys. He's a boomkin now. Cajun taking still. Cajun taking quite a bit of bites though. Is going to go for a Haja. Titanos is going to force a trinket out of the Feral. It looks like Cajun kind of stood there for a second. I don't know what happened. Maybe a lag. But looks like that isn't full wings either. That was just middle wings. The real wings coming out. This way, Titan. Does he actually want to charge him? He is going to charge him for the knockdown as a Haman to Tauren. It looks like he's going to stick around, getting those bites back to Kajux, walling himself. Kajux is going to go for the sipping cup from the Kyrian. Big hammer proc onto Titan, who looks like he's going to tuck tail and run. But I don't really know if he has the mobility. Messing up the Night Fae port, going down the stairs, and it just kind of mage blinked him down instead of forward. Super unfortunate bubble coming out for Kajux as he's seen try to kill me go with a full Zuen wombo combo. Big damage available. And that was a more of a defensive bubble, no offensive power, and Try is just going to go for even more damage to follow afterwards. Plenty of a setup. Hodge onto the monk. As Kajux just looking to set up maybe Souls, no, the set of wings. I guess the middle long wings are coming back in. Still taking lots of damage though. Word of Glory is trying to maintain him. Needs a far more Word of Glories in order to make this work. They're not critting though. They are not critting. He needs a Word of Glory crit right now. Touch of Death as he's getting back into his team's room. It looks like from one Paladin into the next. Athaman is going to be up next. Going to be a port set up for Try to Kite Me. And he's going to try to kite everybody actually. Looks like no one's gonna kite him, but he's gonna be the one going for the kite, setting up another port away from Athaman. In case the Pally does get chopped, does get the port. It looks like Try to Kite Me is waiting for some key cooldowns. Lexi coming up very soon. Maybe that's exactly what he's waiting for. Maybe he got Zoan in about a minute, so might as well waste as much time as he can before the next Paladin. It is going to be a Paladin with a full cooldown setup and everything. Playing that adaptation trinket as Athaman is known to play in most cases. So getting him out with an incap, not going to be possible. Lex Whip immediately going to break. Lex Whip adaptation comes out immediately. So Try to Kite Me is going to have to... Not going to be able to get a stun onto Athaman. Big damage coming out. Try to Kite Me goes for a chicken. Tries to turn it around onto Atho. And Atho dips out pretty low. But does not burn a defensive just yet. Bop and Bubble still maintaining. As Try to Kite Me using the weapons of war to Kyrian power. To give himself Giga Mastery. Lots of damage. Still plenty of damage coming out by Athaman. Even through the Fists of Fury, 100% parry. It looks like maybe the monk is setting up for a port. Repent coming out for Athaman. As he does get some CC onto the monk. Stopping him in place. It might jump down after him. Probably going to be a port out of the monk. Or maybe not. No, looks like no port just yet. Has one ready. Has the cooldown up. It looks like he's just gonna tussle with the muscle of Athaman. Neither of them have cooldown. Wait, it looks like it's gonna be images, and there's a win. Jordan, enough for trying to cut me. Big damage on Atha. Does burn through him before the bubble comes out. Big damage out of trying to kite me, with M6 gonna be up next as an armor's warrior charging and trying to kite me immediately. Not really giving him much breathing room. Probably gonna be a port out of the monk. Wouldn't be surprised if there was, as M6 jumps down after him. Fist of Fury gonna get some free damage. Fear by M6. And Try does have the port available if needed. Parry is up right now. Is going to go for a port. Doesn't really go the full distance. M6 catches him with a leap and a charge either way. Does M6 run Stormbolt or double charge? Chicken coming out for that leg sweep. And M6 got himself Blaze Storm ready to go. Try looking to create some distance from the warrior as much as possible. Does get hit with a pummel. And looks like the Fist of Fury is going to stop the warrior's damage for a bit here. M6 is dipping low. It's going to go for a little bit of a health increase here. Short charge on to try to kite me. Who's going to go dipping from the platform? No port available yet. So M6 should be able to chase after him. Does land yet another interrupt. Warbreaker is available. Does he have any mobility? He does have Door of Shadows. Try to see if he can catch up. In cap has Zerker's Rage. But looks like he doesn't get to use Zerker's Rage. Maybe that thing wasn't cooldown. And Warbreaker damage is going to be down for now. Try does have the mobility, has camera back up, and we are at the 6% dampener at the 5, almost 6 minute mark. It looks like Try is still continuing to kite the warrior around, hitting him with Disable until it lands a root. And Try should be able to, I think, outlive M6 for the most part. M6 looks like does get himself a small heal. Continue to maintain the defensive with Ignore Pain. Try to ignore as much of the pain as possible. Leg sweep, and the images are going to use pain and cause some pain either way. M6 does dip quite low. And I think it's going to be done and done for our warrior friend, with Invis going to be up next as a fire mage. Triple shield available. Try to go for either an AoE flame strike around the corner. Choosing to go for a mount instead. 6 minutes 30 into the duel, 10% dampener. Try still has plenty of health, plenty of defenses to work with, and plenty of offensives. 30 seconds on the images, but otherwise he should be in a decent spot as Invis does mount up, just kind of waiting out for the guy. I guess there's no real point to charging at the monk. He's going to be able to kite you either way. You just kind of got to get a good setup. It looks like the setup is going to come from Try to kite me. Does it go for leg sweep? No leg sweep available. It's going to be a breath into a trinket. Late trinket, but a polymorph, or early trinket actually. Polymorph comes out either way. Try to kite me, doesn't port super far. Couple Power Blast is all that's necessary. Goes for a little bit of a self heal. Combust is still rolling for Invis. Trying to blink towards Try. Does go for Diffuse Magic super late though. And looks like he might just be able to survive this. Invis, does he have any damage continuing here? Pyroblasts are still smashing at the back of Trying to kite me, but looks like the monk might be okay. Incap turns around onto Incap onto Invis, does have leg sweep in case the mage gets really close. It looks like he is going to go for a Zuen from afar. I don't really know what the Zuen play is. I'm not really sure why he did the Zuen play. Maybe just trying to put Zuen. Maybe it'll get inspiring and missing something. I really don't know. Maybe it'll use some attacks to disrupt the cast. You could all imagine what it could be, really. Leg sweep by the monk. Does the weapons award a big damage into Invis? Is going to have alter time. He's going to be extra healthy. Karma available in case the monk drops low. Zuen does fade away. So Try using a lot of damage into that alter time. Still putting pressure onto the mage, forcing the defenses out of him. But the Ring of Frost almost catching him. Does get super low in health. You see the Scorch Phoenix Flames coming out, but looks like it's not enough. And Try is going to go for as many Vivifies while he can. And looks like Invis is going to go for a little bit of a first aid. What is his name? Invis Ring. Invis Ring. I guess we'll just go with Invis. I feel like that's good enough. Invis Ring. Probably the eyes that I accented. No, they're probably random eyes. I was gonna say maybe they make a difference here in how you say the name. Invis though, trying to get those fireballs in, getting interrupted on fire, locked out for a second try. Popping off the image is gonna be big fist of fury. Alter time available. Invis does almost proc cauterize. Almost procking that cauterize. His shields are maintaining him, but not for long. Those Rise of Sun Kicks just are decimating the man. It's gonna pop an ice block, not gonna go for the full re-heal inside of the ice block. Goes for Poly on to Try, and Try goes for a trinket. And Invis has nothing left but the seed pod. Try avoiding that massive meteor coming from the sky, and is gonna be able to take down the seed. If you're gonna go into ice block like that, why would you stop it unless you don't run the conduit that gives you a heal with that thing? Oh no. Oh no, boys. Oh no. Jen is going to be the last one playing that destruction. So we are seeing somebody playing destruction. Trying to see if they can make the 5% damage buff work. Well, let's see if they can do something out of it. Try so far has had a nice win streak there. I feel like everybody on that team got decimated by Tri so far, except for the first Boomy that came out. So whoever's team Christina will have to have him go again. Jen getting hit with an incap, not playing a pet, by the way. That is something interesting about this Warlock. Usually you have Desert Warlocks playing with a pet. But looks like Jen is going to get hit with a leg sweep while coming out. Going to just have to take this damage with Zoen to the face. As Weapons of War coming out for Try to Kite Me is going to get hit with a Mortal Coil. Looks like Jen is going to slam down a Massive Infernal. Does he go for the Karma? It looks like 1 KS Bolt hits. And Jen just doesn't have enough offensive here or defenses to really survive this. It looks like the Zoen leap takes him out. I guess he just took him a second to really get a setup for damage. And that was rough. And Try to Kite Me does get 4, except one of them was a Seed Pod, which apparently doesn't count as a killing blow. Because the pod is the one that executes the person. Huh. Interesting. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another duel up and running. The Monk has got to play. Who was on that team? This team was that just now? Because Shadow is ready, I think. 5 men ready? Okay, Shadow is ready.